Anna is almost 39 feet long. As with most catamarans, she has a wide beam of 23 feet. Because of her width, she cannot easily fit into a standard marina slip, but she fits perfectly at the end of a T-dock, which is where we have her tied up at Georgetown Yacht Basin on the Sassafras River in Georgetown, Maryland. We like the Georgetown Yacht Basin because the employees are helpful and friendly, the sunrises and sunsets are spectacular, and its location along the Sassafras River sits in fresh, not salt water. Also, this location is about 8 miles upriver from the Chesapeake Bay, and it provides some protection from rough weather. At the beginning of the summer of 2019, Anna had lots of maintenance and repair issues. We cleaned and organized both engine compartments, polished the hulls, installed a Wi-Fi extender antenna, repaired the autopilot and rudder, and fixed the freezer box. We also rewired the TV, moving it from the salon to the bedroom. A big project was the installation of air conditioning. As it happened, it was exceptionally hot in Georgetown in July. As we were so happy to finally turn on the air conditioning. The AC unit was equally wonderful, serving as a heat pump on chilly October nights. One of our dogs, Annie, loves to be on the boat, and she trots around the deck like a regular sea dog. Our other dachshund, Ruby, is older, and we usually keep her safely down below because her vision is poor. You might be wondering, did we ever actually sail Anna? Yes, we sailed her out on the bay several times, even taking a sailing lesson one day. The lesson was provided by Nick, who is originally from New Zealand and knows quite a lot about sailing. One of the highlights of our summer was an overnight trip to Annapolis. The trip was made more enjoyable because our friends Gay and Jay could join us. Although wind conditions were not right for sailing, we made the 42 nautical mile trip down the bay and picked up a mooring ball for the night in Annapolis Harbor. We used our dinghy to get ashore and walked around for the afternoon. Annapolis is a lovely and quaint town with a lot of history. Did you know that long ago Annapolis was briefly the capital of the United States? We were near a place called Eagle Alley, which is a canal where you can tie up your boat if you really want to show off your boat and be seen. Our mooring location was in view of the U.S. Naval Academy, and in the early morning we heard students perform their morning exercises. As I mentioned earlier, sunrises and sunsets on the Sassafras River are amazing. One early morning, I was drinking coffee in the cockpit, admiring the mist rising from the river. I opened up my phone to take a video, and at that moment, a bald eagle swooped down to catch a fish. Later, we learned that there are 3 eagles nesting in the area. Gay and I like to fish. Serious fishermen look for bass in the Sassafras, but Gay and I entertained ourselves one afternoon with a carton of worms, catching many, many catfish off the boat. There must have been hundreds of them down there. Anna will be hauled out of the water and spend the winter on the hard in the marina boatyard. Over the winter, we are having her sails cleaned and reconditioned, the head sail furler repaired, and also replacing her cockpit cushions. Looking ahead to 2020, we plan to take at least one more sailing lesson from Nick, and then perhaps an excursion through the Chesapeake-Delaware Canal and down the Delaware Bay. We'd also like to sail down the Potomac River to Washington, D.C.